Welcome to episode 39 of Lost Signals. My name is Darrell.
I'm JD.
It's Thursday night.
It is.
I'm having a cold beverage because it's technically my Friday. So,
oh, there you go.
cheers. 'Cause,
Yeah, cheers.
my Friday.
I already had my spiked iced coffee for the evening, so I'm good to go.
Very nice. There's a UFC match going on behind me.
Yes. Oh,
Like
how are the mutts?
like literally as soon as I decide to do something where they should be quiet, it's like, nope, fuck you. Let's get loud. Let's beat the shit out of each other. Yeah.
Of course, that's what pets do.
Yeah.
Dad, pay attention to me,
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah, no, they're good. I mean, just like being dickheads again, but
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
yeah, whatever.
You've been busy with work.
Yeah, I worked 6 12-hour shifts in a row, which, I mean, back in the day, I used to do like 15 or,
Yeah.
like 28
Yeah.
in a row. And now it's like 6. Yeah, that's enough. I don't like it. So actually, so we were going to try and do I wanted to do a show on Sunday, but somebody decided to go to Vancouver without me, you dick.
Oh, I apologize for that, but let's be fair here. The company that I was going with was a little more attractive. So, yeah.
You know what? I represent that remark, so go fuck yourself.
Yeah, we were gonna. Well, there was talk of doing one on Sunday, but unfortunately, yeah, I was on the road. I live in Prince George. I'm originally from the Lower Mainland, and it was a couple of weeks ago that Alicia and I decided, you know what? There's a competition in not only the Lower Mainland, but in the theater attached to my grad school in Abbotsford, BC.
Oh, nice.
And her coach is going to be there, and some of her teammates are going to be there, and we could take this opportunity to just go down and check out a bodybuilding show without her being in competition, without her having prep brain or starving or
Yeah.
smelling and looking like someone who's just been spray painted in a fucking hurricane. So we took the opportunity. We left on a Friday. We came back on Tuesday. We spent 2 days in Abbotsford and 2 days in Whistler, and it was a trip and a half, honestly.
That's awesome. I'm actually I was supposed to be in Whistler this weekend.
Really?
Yeah. Tyler's stag party this weekend.
Oh, and there was no opportunity for me to connect with him either. Shit.
Yeah. And the reason why I didn't go, and it's like, and we're gonna allude to this later. It's like, do you know how much fucking flights cost right now?
Oh, it's insane.
It was gonna cost me like between $1,200 and $1,600 when I've flown back and forth to Vancouver from Saskatoon for like $400, $350. It's like, it's depressing. It really is. It is. Like, because I'm missing out on on Tyler's stag party and whatever, and just traveling alone. But anyways, let's get back to your trip, and then I'll bitch about the fucking flight price later because I'm gonna have more about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. There are points to bring up there.
Oh yeah.
I feel bad because there was like no opportunity for me to hook up with him at all.
I think he was working last weekend.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It is what it is. But yeah, so I myself and Alicia went down to Abbotsford. We left on a Friday. We made it there Friday night. We checked into the hotel, and at first glance, we travel a lot, right?
Yeah.
And at first glance, we check in the hotel, we open the door, we're like, all right, cool. Like first assessment, not bad at all. But then Alicia gets into her. She cleans houses for a living, and she's also a little OCD.
Okay.
So
most house cleaners are a little OCD.
They should be.
Yes, exactly. That's why they make good house cleaners.
This is absolutely true.
Yeah.
So anyway, as we're going along, she's like, the floors aren't clean, the mirror's not clean, there's hair in the bathtub.
Oh, no.
Oh shit. Oh god. Okay, and I feel like crap because I'm the one who picked the hotel in Abbotsford. She's the one who picked the hotel in Whistler. So I just like, it is what it is. And then she makes a comment like, I wonder when's the last time these sheets were clean. I went, huh. So
Yeah.
I grabbed the blankets of the one bed there, and I toss them over.
Yeah.
And sure as shit, I'm picky, I'm fussy, but I'm also like, I can deal and I can suffer through. But there was dirt and hair. Oh God.
Oh, that's not
It was
good.
And I was like, okay. Check the other bed because there was two beds. That bed was fine.
But was it?
It was fine. It was fine. Honestly.
Was it?
Well, who knows?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
so
you might have brought some friends home with you.
No. So this is what happened. She's like, well, what do you want to do? I said, well, I'm not calling room service because that shit's not gonna fucking fly.
Yeah.
So I like strip the beds. So strip the beds. I grab all the sheets, top covers, fitted covers, the whole deal, right? And I would go walking down to the front desk, and there's two customers in line, and this poor late night person behind a desk, and the one customer he's dealing with kind of catches a glimpse in his peripheral, and he goes, I think you should deal with him. And I'm standing there with all this bedding, all these sheets, and the guy behind the desk is like, can I help you? I said, yeah. New sheets, please. Fitted, the whole deal. Yeah. He goes, oh, what's wrong? I said, these are dirty. He goes, what do you mean? I said, dirt and hair. These are dirty. Oh, he goes running into the linen closet and like literally pulling sheets out of the dryer. Went, oh, good. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Still, I mean, I know I've spent enough time in hotels over the years that sometimes that you're getting into a bed that they didn't do anything to. They just pulled the sheets up and just made the bed real nice and
tucked it and made it look clean. I know.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh yeah, and it was so as he's doing that, there's one. I hear this. I turn around and I see the second person in line. He goes, how is this place? And I said, it's okay. He goes, my girlfriend's like really OCD. I said, so is mine. We're still staying the night. He goes, oh, okay.
Oh man, it's still bad though. Like, man, like, I guess you got to think like the turnaround in some of those like hotels has got to be like immediate sometimes, like people check out at noon and 3:00 there's somebody in there. A lot of times they don't have time to change everything or clean everything. It's like, and like sometimes you don't blame them. But sometimes you do, right? Like it's
no, like that was like I was not putting up with that. No way. So with that being said, like there was like
Thank you.
I went up and look at the puppers.
Thank you.
I went up to back to the hotel room with all the clean sheets, and we made the beds and whatever. And I asked Alicia, like, is there anything else? She goes, well, there's this. I said, okay, is there anything that's deal breaking right now? She goes, if they could clean the floors, so we'll get them to do it tomorrow. For the meantime, like, just wear your socks. She goes, yeah. No, I was planning on doing that anyway. So as we're leaving, that was Friday night. Saturday morning, we wake up and we go hit the Ricky's across the street. Yeah. And
why is it like that? Why is that a holiday thing? It's like you go to a Ricky's. You know what I mean? Because it's not good food. It's not.
No.
It's convenient because it's right there. It's like, oh, it's all day breakfast. It's 3:00 in the afternoon. I'm gonna have bacon and eggs. It's like, I don't know.
So as we're leaving, I go up to the front desk and I go like, clean the floors in our room, please. She goes, excuse me? I said, clean. The bed sheets were dirty last night. And she goes, oh, you're in room. So like, yeah, that's me. Yes. She goes, I said, clean the floors. She goes, well, okay. Is there anything specific? I said, yes, there's hair on the floor in the bathroom. Yeah. Clean the floors. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, we truck around, we do our thing in Abbotsford, and we go to Ricky's, and then we hit the gym, and while we're at the gym, like there's a big bodybuilding competition and in the Lower Mainland, and there's a few choice gyms and workout facilities that these bodybuilders will go to. One of them, not sponsored, just giving a shout out. Love going to this place, is West Coast Iron.
Yeah.
And Alicia and I are working out. We're doing our thing, and she's constantly like tapping me on the shoulder and like, what? She goes, that's so, that's so, like, do you want to fucking talk to these people? We're all sweaty.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
But there was one person who was just like the epitome of a muscle structure of a woman.
Yeah.
Working out there. And Alicia again taps me on the shoulder and I go, what? She goes, that's Karen Wall. I went, okay. She goes, she's your age. I went, oh. Okay. So you're saying she's old? She goes, no, not that. So
like, anyway, thank you for reminding me that I'm in my twilight years.
So anyway, Alicia says, my coach says I should really pay attention to what she does, and like she's got modeling, or she's got the routine down and the poses down, and how she carries herself in certain workouts and blah blah. My coach says I need to pay attention to that woman right there.
Yeah.
I went, cool. And just as Alicia says that, she gets within 3 feet of me. I went, Karen. And Alicia's like, no, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to not talk to this person that you just pointed out.
Well, yeah.
But it was an awkward situation because, as I stated before, we're all sweating. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, hi, Karen. My name is JD. This is my girlfriend, Alicia. She's a bodybuilder, not unlike yourself. She's a huge fan of yours. And as I turn around to go face Alicia, she's in the middle of a set. And then Karen's kind of standing there awkwardly, and she goes, I'm gonna go ahead. And just as she does that, Alicia finishes herself, and she goes, her set, and she goes, hi, Karen, I'm a big fan. Like, it was just,
yeah.
Now it's my fault. It is my fault.
It's always your fault, really.
Yeah, no. So poor timing.
Yeah,
but anyway, it was a fun thing to be around all these top level athletes in her sport at this gym in the Lower Mainland.
Yeah.
Then we go to Lynn Canyon in Vancouver, North Van. Mm-hmm. And Lynn Canyon is like, there's hundreds of photos out there. There's a suspension bridge and these waterfalls, and it's beautiful and a great hiking trail. And it takes 2 kilometer. There's a 2 kilometer loop that goes all the way around, and these 30-meter pools of water that like the rock has eroded over time. It's just stunning out there.
Yeah.
So Alicia has all of her photography equipment, and she wants to get these photos of these waterfalls in Lynn Canyon. And there's a couple of like landing areas where like they set up fences, and there's a platform and all that stuff. And we're going from one to another, and she's not happy with that shot. She's not happy with that shot. She's like, we're doing the best we can. And we get to this one area low within the canyon and still within great view of the waterfalls. And it's clear someone has collapsed one of these fences, because it is just, this fence is decimated, and there is like yellow tape that is basically holding this thing together. And there's a sign that says, danger, do not go here. And Alicia turns to me and goes, hold my camera, and starts fucking climbing the fence.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. Okay, cool. One step, she's gone.
Yeah.
Right? But she creeped out there and was like, she was being safe, leaning up against this tree and that tree and getting some great photos and whatever. Meanwhile, people are hiking up and down this trail and whatever. And then little kids are like, look, mommy.
Look at the crazy lady.
Yeah. And she takes a couple of shots, and she looks up at me, and I'm kind of looking at her like, fucking hurry up.
Yeah.
So she finishes and passes her camera over, and then she climbs the fence again, and looking at the clock like, oh shit, we got to get going. So as we're walking out, we have to go across the suspension bridge, and as I'm walking up the other side of the suspension bridge towards the parking lot, 2 RCMP officers are standing there.
Oh no.
Like eyes straight ahead.
Yeah.
They weren't there for her.
I mean, it would have been funny if they were.
It would have been fucking hilarious.
Well, maybe. Shit. I mean, like that could have been expensive, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she, like I said, Alicia clearly was not the first person to do that.
Oh yeah.
All right. So
doesn't make it right though.
No, God,
doesn't
no.
make it right. Say no to trespassing, kids.
Exactly. The event itself was great, and that was on a Sunday, and it was literally in the theater attached to my grad high school, and it was a trip being back there. Like I gave Alicia like the 10-cent tour of like, that's the house that my dad and his bitch of a wife moved into, and
yeah,
that's the house that they bought when I moved out, and I got a second base in that park over there, and
second base.
Like it was kind of cool, right? And then we walk into the theater, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking around, and she goes, is this new? I went, God, no. I've actually been up on that stage. And I turn around and go, I've been in that booth back there. And
yeah.
She goes, has anything changed? I went, no, they haven't even fucking painted the place.
Yeah, no, it's same shit, man. Same shit.
Yeah. So the show was great. It was a lot of fun. Then we made our way out to Whistler Sunday night. And learning from the prior hotel, the first thing I did was throw back the sheets.
Yeah, good idea.
Oh, no. This hotel was beautiful. This hotel was utterly stunning.
Yeah.
And highly recommend. Like, the first time ever I've stayed inside a resort town of Whistler.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing.
I've only been to Whistler once, and I really liked it. But we went golfing at Furry Creek at Squamish.
Right.
We drove up to Squamish or to Whistler for supper, looked around for like 20 minutes, and then came back. I regret not spending more time there, but we ran out of time. So
yeah, that was kind of the situation that we had. All right. We got to Whistler on Sunday, and incredible hotel. Monday, we had planned, like, today we're having breakfast, we're hitting a gym, and then we're chasing waterfalls, which is something that she has kind of not even kind of. It's just something that it's a hobby of hers that she's developed over the past couple of years.
Yep.
And so we hit. Oh man, we hit Rainbow Falls. We hit Brandywine Falls.
I've been there, and I was actually literally 6 years ago today that I was there because it came up on my stupid Facebook memories. Which
that's cool.
Yeah.
I
actually drank a beer there, which is
surprise. There was another set of waterfalls that we went to. I can't remember the name, and I know Alicia's gonna fucking kill me for it, but it was in between Brandywine and Rainbow Falls.
No idea.
So
no idea.
Anyway, so we went to Brandywine. We went to the second falls, and we were expecting, like, we were geared up, right? Like backpack, water, food, snacks, protein bars, hiking boots, the whole deal. The first two falls, like, oh, look, there it is. Like, we couldn't even fucking go anywhere, right?
Yeah.
But then we get to Rainbow Falls, and holy shit. First of all, don't trust GPS, because GPS said, turn left here. Turn left, and it's like, Whistler Cemetery. We're in the wrong fucking space here.
Yeah.
So we eventually find where Rainbow Falls is located, and holy, like, so worth the hike.
All right.
Oh yeah, incredible, beautiful. Rainbow Falls is actually a combination of two waterfalls falling into one.
Oh, nice.
And it was just utterly stunning. So another thing that Alicia likes to do is, if at all possible, she will get naked.
And we've talked about this on a number of occasions, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She will get naked. And so, like, she took incredible shots of Rainbow Falls and, like, even perched herself on this giant rock and more shots and whatever.
Yeah.
And then she comes down and I go, is that it? She gets that look in her eye and I go, all right, go for it. So she gets stripped down naked. And then meanwhile, I'm whipping out my camera and putting it together, got the lens on and take the cap off and set up, get the exposure and the light settings or whatever. And I hammer out 4 photos. Just 4 photos. And she turns around and she goes, how's that? I went, got 4 photos. She goes, fuck, people.
I guess that's the life of an exhibitionist.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, she like scurries over to me and I cover her with a towel and she's like putting on her underwear and her clothes or whatever. And these people are doing the whole, we didn't see a fucking thing.
Oh, and they saw everything, guaranteed.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. So,
yeah. Nice.
So anyway, turns out I got some incredible, like, of those 4 photos, they fuck it, at least one of them was great. So, I mean,
perfect.
I got lucky. I got absolutely lucky.
And probably more ways than one. Anyways.
It was a good day. So, that was Monday.
Yeah.
Tuesday we were on our way back and she wanted ice cream on the way out.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, there's this ice cream joint, but it's 9:30 in the morning, so they're closed. And there's this ice cream joint, but it's 9:30 in the morning, they're closed. I go, well, there's this ice cream joint here. It's called Double Decker Scoop, and it doesn't say any hours as to when they're open, but according to this GPS and you know where we're located, it's like it's that building right there.
Yeah.
So we go walking around and we walk around this whole fucking building. Nothing. Nothing. No ice cream parlor, no double decker scoops, no nothing, right? So we go walk into this cafe and we asked the lady behind the counter, and like, this is gonna sound kind of weird, but like, we're not here for whatever you're providing. We're looking for this place called Double Decker Scoops. And they're all looking at each other going like, we've never heard of this place before. She's 19 years old and she's lived her entire life in Whistler. Like, this place doesn't exist. So, okay, cool. Well, Alicia's like, well, fuck it. We'll get ice cream in Pemberton. Yeah. Sounds good. So on the way out, I'm like, it's just fucking bothering me, right? Because like, how can Google be this wrong?
Well, so it's Google. So I call the number. And some guy calls, picks up the phone and goes, hello? I go, hi. I'm concerned that maybe I have the wrong number, but we're looking for a business called Double Decker Scoops. He goes, oh, yeah, that's me. How can I help you? I went, well, we were just in Whistler and we were looking for some ice cream and we couldn't find a location. He goes, oh. I go, what? What's wrong? He goes, so I get ownership of the lease next month, but I paid for Google to put up my listing early. Okay. So that's funny because like on Monday, I was in Saskatoon and had some beers with our friend Lee. Yeah. For his birthday. His birthday was on Tuesday. So there's a brewery in Saskatoon called Not Bad.
Not bad.
And so it's like, how's their beer? Not bad. And that's a very apt description of it. And I enjoyed it.
Sure.
So I figured, like Lee and I can go there and we'll grab a beer. Like I looked up their reviews on Google and whatever. And like it says right here, it's like they have dine in. Like, so that means I can go in and sit there and have a beer.
Right.
So we pull up to this place. It's an old office building. It's like, you know what? I've been in breweries that are way weirder places than this.
True.
Like there's a house next door, and they got a dog that's aggressive that's tied up in the front yard and whatever. So, walk up to the door, and it's like, if you're here, and there's a big sign. It's like, if you're here for beer, ring the doorbell. So yeah, we ring the doorbell to like. Me and Lee are looking at each other like, what the fuck is going on? So
looking snipers on the roof.
Yeah, pretty much. So nobody comes right away, so we ring it again, and then this guy comes up. He's like, "You're here for some beer?" Like, yeah. So what this building actually is, it's a maker's space.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. So it's not it's a brewery, and they have this tiny little corner of this maker space, and it's not a very big building. And the guy's saying, yeah, so we got this stuff, we got this, whatever. And I like I was gonna buy something regardless, but I'm like, we can't sit in here and have a beer. He's like, no, we don't have a license for that. I'm like, oh, well, like your Google like description it says dine in. He's like, well, that's not right, but it's the same thing, right? Like, it's like, well, that fucking doesn't make any sense. So
yeah,
but so I ended up buying 6 beer anyways. I mean, I was gonna buy some off sale there anyways because I like their stuff. So we went around the corner to another microbrewery and had a beer there instead. But yeah, that's like proof that Google stuff. You gotta kind of look into it.
Yeah,
with Google stuff.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Is what it is.
So that was in a nutshell. That was my trip to the Lower Mainland and back. We came back on Tuesday. Yesterday was just a flurry of getting my life back in order. Today was also that. Also, like one of my coworkers from the radio station called in sick, so I ended up doing a shift.
Oh, nice.
I'll be doing another shift tomorrow. So yeah,
nice.
Yeah. So
I have to go get my passport tomorrow.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So originally I was going to go in last week and just walk into the passport office and whatever. And they say that if you have to travel within 45 days, which I may be, I'm not sure yet, you should make an appointment and go in and pay the extra fee and get it done right away. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow morning. But this comes back to the whole flight cost thing that we were talking about at the top of the show. Like, and I know like people have been talking about this to death because it's so stupid about like how expensive flights are. Like I said, like $1,400 for me to go from Saskatoon to Vancouver and back.
That's excessive.
That's really excessive.
Yeah.
And so we're going to Mexico in October. That's the main reason why I'm getting my passport. I'm flying out of Vancouver. So I'm coming out early.
Okay.
For wedding stuff and whatever. And then after that, then we're getting on the plane and going.
Okay.
But like, I'm looking at these prices. Like, I need to book like now because it's $400 like one way for a fucking flight right now. It's ridiculous, and I don't enjoy it because like 2 years ago, well, like before the pandemic and shit, even last year when I went to Vancouver, I think it cost me $500 to go round trip last year. Now, like triple that's not right, man. Like,
no,
I know, like to me, this is just like artificial inflation or something. But
it's a bit insane, and the flight industry right now is just like they don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
Last year when I made the flight from Prince George to Vancouver and back, it was a quick turn and burn trip. I was only down on the Lower Mainland for like 3 days.
Yeah.
It cost me, I want to say under 500.
Oh,
and
it should have.
I didn't plan this all that early, right? It was maybe a couple weeks beforehand.
Well, so yeah, like it's just a ridiculous cost right now.
It is. And then there's the other side of it too, is like, okay, so it's costs so goddamn much for a flight these days, but there are times, like there are plenty of reports out there where flights are being canceled, sometimes mid fucking flight.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you're paying how much for the chance or the possibility or the theory of getting a flight?
Yeah. So I'm just, I'm on my laptop right now. I'm just looking up flights because, like I said, I'm going in October. Round. This is not included in my actual trip to Mexico. This is all on me. It's gonna cost me another, another $1,000 for flights from Saskatoon.
Jesus.
I might actually get a hold of that travel agent, see if there's something that she can pull up. But it's like, it's ridiculous, and it's all like connecting flights and everything. So it's not a lot of fun for me because like I used to be able to go fly out to Vancouver direct both ways, no problem. 2 hour and 10-minute flight. Great. Now, no, it's like connecting flight. 6 hours, 10 hours, 4 hours. Like, just not cool. Not cool, no. Man. I don't like it.
It's like I said, the flight and airline industry right now is just, like I said, they don't know what the fuck to do right now.
Yeah.
They're short-staffed,
but being that short-staffed shouldn't mean that I'm paying like double or triple the cost of a flight, right?
God, no, that makes no sense.
Yeah. And I know fuel prices are up because I know what I'm paying for fuel right now, and I don't like it.
Nope.
But like, there's something skeezy going on, I think.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
We can get into this fact, that fact, and this theory and that theory. One thing's for sure is that I wasn't prepared to talk about this, but there's the conspiracy theory that the government is gouging the citizens for money through fuel, which is bullshit. The government does not determine gas prices. The government taxes gas. Yes, we know about that. What is going on is the oil industry is taking advantage of the situation and gouging everyone. Now, the other side of it is that, okay, so, now what do? You ask the government to look into it, and you ask for an investigation. You do not want the government to start controlling gas prices.
No.
Because then you have a monopoly, and everything becomes a government resource. And now you have zero excuse, and you have zero competition. And it's basically what happened with the insurance policies for car insurance in British Columbia. We have one company, and that is ICBC.
It's the same here, though.
Okay.
Yeah, we have SGI, Saskatchewan General Insurance, or whatever the fucking. Yeah. And actually, we get rebates every year. So I mean, that's not a bad thing.
I haven't gotten a rebate in such a long time.
like at least once a year, I'm getting like $100 check back. If you have a clean driving record or whatever, it's like everybody paid too much insurance this year, so here's $100.
I don't get rebates in British Columbia for car insurance, but I am what is considered a road star. So that is 5 years plus a year of clean driving. You get
oh yeah, we get
pay less type
we get
thing.
deductions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we do too. We go on a point system here. It's like after you get into an accident or whatever, you drop however many points, or if you do something really dumb, you lose like 20 points. I did that once, but I won't explain why. But after a year, you're back at zero. But it takes you 7 to get to like the plus status again, where you're at your highest highest discount. So you actually get a discount on your insurance.
Yeah,
the cleaner driver you are. But
yeah, me too. So the reason why I say 5 years plus a year is that 1 year. So it's basically 6 years of clean driving. That 1 year gives you a bumper. So let's say that I do something stupid. I get into a car accident. It is my fault. Depending on the severity of that car accident, I don't lose my benefits, my discount, or my premiums. I just have to prove that I'm still a capable driving for that next clean year.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, okay,
so
that makes sense. I mean,
it's a wiggle room, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's to not to fuck the people over that like that had an actual accident.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, well, I hope that things go well when you get your passport and travel wise, like,
I have to
things go as smoothly as possible.
Yeah, I have to get up early tomorrow though to go do it. Because
No.
I had pictures taken, like passport pictures taken, but now I can't find them because it was a while ago. So now I have to go in extra early. I have to go to Walmart with all the mouth breathers and shit. So.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go in looking with my beard like this. So I mean that's gonna be interesting.
I thought you were gonna get your. I thought you were gonna get a trim.
That's after. That's after.
Oh, okay.
I have an appointment at Blackstone Beard or Blackstone Barbers.
So let me get this straight. You're gonna go in for an official government ID and then change your face.
Yeah. I'm not changing it much. I'm going in for a trim. It's like I'm getting like my sideburns trimmed, like because they're like much too long, and just like getting my mustache trimmed off a bit because like I have to, like I can take a bite of food and then I have to have a napkin right now because there's food in my beard because that's how long my mustache is. So yeah, it's time to get it trimmed up a bit.
Yeah,
but
fair enough. You do look quite dapper, though. I will say that.
Thank you.
Yes.
I try. I'd say I try, but I don't really try. I just kind of throw.
Men like us, we don't need to try.
You know what? I might actually change my appointment tomorrow and get my head shaved by somebody else because it's long enough right now. So I've never had it done. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh fuck! Like, look at that.
Oh, okay. No, I see. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
See, that's what happens when I work so many days in a row. I neglect my. It's not that I neglect showering and stuff. I just the shaving and stuff gets
the extra upkeep.
Yeah. So
yeah, gotcha. I've always wondered, like, okay, so I have the goatee, right?
Yeah.
And I generally get like a basic haircut, right? But
yeah.
The place that I go to, and thank the good Lord above, I finally got myself a hairstylist that I can trust and I go to repeatedly.
Yep.
And it just solves so many problems. But so anyway, there's always that option of like, we can do a clean shave. I've never had a straight razor shave, and I've never had someone do a straight razor shave. But it's
I never have either. But
clearly.
Yeah. But no, like you can get it done on your head too, right?
Oh.
But I think it's like just about $50 at the place I go to get it done. So it's like, I mean, I can just do it myself, but I know. So like for Tyler's wedding in Mexico, I think there is a full barber shop at the resort in Mexico. And I think that's the plan. The day before, we're going to go get cleaned up a bit, which makes sense.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It sounds like an experience. That sounds fun.
It's a Mexican, just coming at you with a straight razor, right?
The full tourist experience.
Yeah. Did you say tourist or terrorist? I mean, that's cause
sure.
Whatever. Okay, so
you're a foreign entity. So let's see what happens.
It's true enough. So you've been bugging me for like a fucking week about some fucking news that you had, and it got even to be so bad that Lee was telling me about this. Oh, JD's got this news for you. And okay, so full disclosure, I asked you before the show. I usually have this knack about asking if if people knocked somebody up, because like usually like when like friends of mine that are girls that are knocked up that are trying to hide it and stuff, it's like I can usually pick it up pretty quick. So obviously that doesn't work with you because you got the old snip. But I mean, let's okay. So can you just fucking spill it already? Because like I'm ready to ball kick you.
I will. Okay, so this is how much I love and respect you as a brother from another mother, my friend. I have not made this public at all. I have told a few choice people about this,
but not me.
That
apparently.
Is it. Well, no, because I've been waiting to tell you before I go fucking public with this.
Okay.
I was offered full time.
Nice work. It's about fucking time.
I was offered full time at the radio station and I took it.
Nice work. So that means no more driving truck.
Yeah.
Congratulations, buddy. It's about fucking time. You've been bitching about this for like 3 years.
3? Fucking 6.
Well, 3 that I can remember anyways. I have bad memory. But no, that's awesome. So what's the deal? What's the new position, or what's
okay?
what's the deal?
So there was a lot of things in motion for this to actually happen, and there's still things in motion, but it's going to happen. So, it was a couple of weeks ago. I sat down with the new program director, Sadie, and she recently came up to take over for Jasmine, who was doing a great job. Sadie's from Chilliwack, and now she's the program director here in Prince George. She's in charge of the 2 stations, both of them I work for. And we hadn't really had a chance to sit down and have a conversation. And so finally, I'm just like, I got nothing to do. All my production is done. All my editing is done. And I'm just like, Sadie, you got time? She goes, yeah, sure. What's up? I said, we haven't had a chance to actually talk. Like, you know, I'm an on-air personality. You know, I can do this, but like, do you actually know me? She goes, no, we haven't had a chance. I was like, oh, fuck, let's go sit down. So we sit down and talk, and I tell her, like, you know, I've been in this office for 6 years, but I'm actually being in the radio industry for 20 years. And like, you know, you'd be hard pressed to find someone my age who has been in this industry for 2 decades.
Right.
So, and I can do this, and I've done this, and I used to host a TV segment on a different station, and blah, 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 blah.
You co-host a semi-popular podcast on
Spotify.
Right.
And... exactly. Right. You know, like telling her all about this stuff, and she goes, "Oh, wow, this is incredible." But like, okay, so you're just the weekend guy, and I went, "Yeah, that's the fucking problem."
Yeah,
I didn't say fucking, but
you should have, and then slap. I was gonna say slap her across the face, but that'd be a bad thing to do to your boss, male or female. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I said, "Yeah, that's kind of the problem, is that I want to be full time." And she goes, well, there's plenty of opportunities to, like, you know, this station and that station and blah, blah, blah. Yes, I know. But here's the thing, is that there are other people who have been promoted above me. And there have been people who have been promoted to full time from out of town to come here. And yet, like, I have busted my ass for 6 years. And at one point in time, I was looking at moving to North Battleford. You and I were talking about this.
Talked.
Yeah,
I think I talked you off the ledge for that one.
Yeah, yes, you did. Yeah, and then the offer came through. And went, yeah, no, that's the nail in the coffin. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I said, like, at one point in time, I was ready to move, but then, you know, the pandemic hit, and then my life changed, and you know, a lot of things personally and professionally and mentally, and like it changed, and I don't want to leave. I'm not in a position to leave Prince George, and it boggles my mind as to why I keep getting passed over. She goes, well, like, have you applied for blah, 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 blah? And I said, I've applied for every full-time position, even positions off air. And she goes, what about sales? I went, nah, I've done sales. Fuck that. Like, no, not gonna happen.
You need to be the right person for sales. And I tried sales too, and I am not a salesman.
No, God no. So anyway, it just, like, after this long conversation and blah 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 blah, and we adjourned the meeting, and she's like, I feel better that we had this conversation. And then, trust me, this is all leading up to something. So it was about a half an hour later. She goes, did you know that the big boss is coming to town? And this is a guy who basically is the puppet master controlling everything in Western British Columbia.
Who owns your radio station?
Jim Pattison.
Same as the radio stations here. Some of them, anyways.
Some of them, yeah.
Which ones? Doesn't matter.
Anyway, yeah. So the guy, the big head cheese, not Jim Pattison himself, God no, but the one who's controlling a lot of the stations, who works in Edmonton, is coming to Prince George. He hasn't been in Prince George for 3 years because of the pandemic, and I offhandedly said, like, I've never met the man. She goes, what? And I said, I've been here 6 years. I've never met this guy, and apparently he controls my future.
Yeah.
She goes, whoa, well, do you want to meet him? I said, Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like, I feel as though like this person who basically has control of my future doesn't know who the hell I am.
Welcome
goes,
to
"Oh,
my world, buddy.
So she goes, well, how about we set up a meeting? I went, okay, but like recognize the fact that my schedule, I'm driving one week and then I'm not driving another week. And when I'm driving that one week, my schedule is very limited, and I know that he has a very limited time in Prince George.
Yep.
And she goes, well, let me email him. So she comes back to me like 15 minutes later, and she goes, all right, he's agreed to a meeting with you. He wants to sit down and talk with you before you go driving on a Monday morning. How does that sound? I'm immediately taken back, like, oh shit, this guy's actually making time for me. All right,
That's awesome. Yep. No, and that's impressive, really. Like
it is.
Yeah,
it is.
like
it really
to get
is.
to get higher ups like that to actually even give a shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
So that Monday shows up, and I shave, shit, shower, the whole deal, get dressed up, all look all pretty, smell pretty, whatever, get in there. And here's the man himself. And we shake hands, and he goes, you ready to go? And yeah, let's go have a conversation. So we commandeer Sadie's office, and we ended up just shooting the shit for like an hour. And turns out my first radio job in Vancouver at Mojo AM 730, he was the man in charge of Rock 101 and 99.3 The Fox in the exact same building.
Oh shit.
Like he goes, wait, you were? I went, yeah, I was Bill Courage's producer operator, and I was also there for Phil Henry and Glenn Beck and Tom Likas, and that was all me. He goes, holy smokes, like, oh, we were in the same building, blah blah. So it just moving on from talking, right? So get to the point where like I'm Prince George, 6 years dealing with the bullshit program director I had before, and then everything that's led up to this point in time. And he goes, wow, so why don't you want to move? I go, well, at one point in time I did want to move, and then the offer came, and it just like it wasn't worth it. It was just not worth it at all. Yeah. Like maybe if I was just fresh out of university or college and I didn't have any responsibilities or bills or anything like that.
You're young and exactly. Have that drive to go someplace else. It would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I said, then it would have made more sense, but like, I'm not that anymore. I am in my early 40s, and I have responsibilities, and I have a life that I've built here. And I'm originally from the Lower Mainland, and I'm well aware of the fact that, sometimes, a lot of times in the media world, you have to move around, but I'm just not in that position right now. Yeah. And I don't know when I will be.
Yeah.
He goes, well, I get that. And actually, you're not the only one. He starts talking to me about like the fact that other stations are actually struggling to find staff because no one wants to fucking move.
Well, let's be honest. Like the whole pandemic, like really changed a lot of people's thoughts about work, like even remote working. Because I know, like, I don't like talking about this person, but like my ex, that's in radio. I mean, she did like even like radio stuff from my house at one point. I mean, which is like a remote thing. So like moving from like, like once you built a home for yourself or, someplace that you feel comfortable, it's like you don't want to leave that. It's essentially the same as like me too. It's like, I don't want to move someplace else to start something new again. Right.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
And, for those of you who would like a little bit more reference into my background, please refer back to a very special episode of Lost Signals.
That was definitely an episode.
Yes, it was. So anyway, I have this conversation with the big boss, and afterward I leave, and my coworker Darren Coogan pulls me to the side and says, "How was it?" And I said, "Great. Like I finally feel like I've been heard."
Yeah.
He goes, "Okay, good. It's good to hear." It's like you didn't like rip his head off. I went, "No, it was not that energy." He goes, "Okay." I was a little concerned. I was like, "Yeah, well, thanks, but no, it didn't happen." So that was a Monday. That Friday, I get a text message from the in-house boss, the one above Sadie, Kevin. Yeah. And he says, "Can you come and see me a little before your shift if you have time? Like, just show up a half an hour beforehand." And then he prefaces the text message with, "This is good news. Don't worry about it." Okay, cool.
So automatically you're thinking, this is horrible news. I'm getting fired. It's like, it's like, it's game over, man. It's fucking game over, man.
Yeah. So I went into this meeting with Kevin thinking like, okay, so like they've maybe cleared out like a workspace for me. They've realized that I'm also an editor producer, so I might be working a little more on the television side, which I wouldn't be against, whatever.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. So I get into Kevin's office and close the door and sit down, and he hands me an envelope and he goes, "How would you like to be full time?" I look at him and go, "I beg your pardon."
It's like, are you fucking with me? It's like, you're fucking with me, aren't you?
Well, he's the man who did this once before when he told me to my face that the program director that I fucking hated, that was a thorn in my side, no longer worked for this company. Like, this is the same man, right? So,
okay, fair enough. I mean,
yeah. So anyway, he goes, "Yeah, so this is actually something that's been in the works for a little bit, and we have decided to create space and create something in the schedule. We're creating a brand new position that has not been in this office ever, and you're going to be the first.
Nice.
If you do not accept this offer, then we're just going to go back to a couple of part-timers, but basically you will be an evening shift on-air personality in a swing position."
Interesting.
Yeah.
Evening shift though.
Yeah.
So so what's your time frame? Like 4 till 8 or like evening shift or what?
So it's still being hashed out.
Yeah.
The schedule doesn't go into effect until August 2nd.
Okay.
And there's a lot of conversation, a lot of things that are being worked out. They want, like, the goal is two things. One, get me full-time hours.
Yeah.
Right. Bump me up from part-time to full-time. And that goes, I'm in a union, so that goes like a long way. Right. So bump me up from part-time to full-time. And two, get me on air more.
Yeah.
They want me to be on air more. And they are going to accomplish this by putting me on air here in Prince George and throwing me on air in Kamloops on a rock station.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to be working remotely from Prince George into Kamloops for CIFM, a flat-out rock station. And the program director of this rock station is like, "I've never heard of this gentleman before. I hope he's okay. Do you think he's going to fit the rock format?" And my program director is like, "He'll fit your rock format."
Nice. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations, man. That's a big fucking step up. Now you don't have to worry about rolling down the side of a mountain in the middle of fucking winter. You know, trying to put chains on your fucking bus, spinning up a hill or something. Like,
no, God, no. So yeah, I had to have it was 3 back-to-back meetings. It was, I went back to my old trucking company because I thought, like, with my schedule being a little bit more consistent, it'd be cool to have something just like if on a boring day or at Mad Money or whatever, pick up a truck and just do a day trip for Mad Money. Then I had a conversation with the bus company going, "Leaving." And they're like, "Oh, well, shit. You're like one of our best drivers. Could we put you on the reserve list?" I went, "Yeah, by all means."
I'm never going to answer that phone call, but sure. Yeah.
I will always be busy.
You know, like if it's a Saturday or something, you got nothing else to. I'm guessing you're going to be Monday to Friday now.
No. So that's something that is, like, I'm still working the weekend shift. I'm still working the live weekend show.
Okay.
Which I'm fucking fine.
It's 4 hours, right, on a weekend?
8.
Oh, yeah, fucking whatever.
No. I'm going to be getting an 8-hour shift every single day. My Saturday and Sunday shifts have always been 7-hour live shows.
Right.
But that could be changing now, right? So no one wants me to burn out. I don't want to burn out, so that's something that'll still happen. But I'm going to be working 5 days in a row with 2 connected days off. Also, like, I'll finally get like holidays and benefits, and I'll be able to take long weekends and vacation time, and I'm allowed to get sick. Like,
Well, congratulations on
Thank
becoming
you.
like a real adult with a real job.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh man.
So,
No, it's
so yeah,
good.
no, I've been holding on to that publicly. I've been holding on to that until I fucking told your ugly ass. All right.
Well, you told Lee, so I mean, it's like.
Okay. So
Nah,
that's
it's fine.
that's actually a part of the thing of everything that's kind of moving into motion.
Right.
Is I need to upgrade my rig.
So, like, if you're gonna be doing editing and stuff, like, maybe you could get like your company to be like to cover part of it.
It's a part of the conversation. It
Like,
is.
like you wouldn't have to ask for much.
No, God, no.
Like $2,000.
Oh, it's
And then you
chump
can
change
you
to them.
could well exactly, and then you can do a ton of extra stuff from home.
Yeah.
Right? No, you just got to word it right.
Yeah, I know. It's already a part of the conversation, right? And their goals are the same as mine. Is like, JD doesn't want to drive anymore. Right?
Yeah.
And I said I love driving, but as much as I love driving, it's still the backup. And driving during the winter is nerve-wracking.
Yes.
And-
And dangerous as fuck, really. Let's be honest.
Oh, absolutely. So, like, the goal is to give me full time, give me the opportunity to become more of a broadcaster, and get me off the road.
No, that's perfect. But
So yeah, so there is a conversation being had right now about helping me out with a few upgrades. But like
I'd ask him for $5,000.
I'd be able to build a whole fucking new rig.
Well,
with
that's
that.
exactly it. You know what? You could start like from fucking like the ground up. You know, we'll talk about this after the show, but
Sure.
you know, I really got a pee, so let's end this.
All right, fine.
So, what are you listening to this week?
No. Fuck you. I want you to start because I want you to explain your first pick.
Which one? Oh, Master of Puppets?
No, I already know that reference.
Hasn't Hit Me Yet by Blue Rodeo?
Blue Rodeo, yeah.
I just love that song.
That's a great song.
It's a great song. I've always loved Blue Rodeo. Like, okay, so now that we threw out both of my fucking songs already, but we'll talk about Blue Rodeo is one of those fucking bands that I can pick up and listen to, and they're like timeless. They're like this timeless Canadian rock that they're almost on the same level as the Tragically Hip, but not as hard rocking, if that makes sense. You know, they're more folky. I remember my dad making fun of me. Not making fun of me. It's like I was a metalhead when I was a kid, but we were going someplace and a Blue Rodeo song came on the radio, and I think it was 5 Days of May.
Oh, yeah.
And my dad looked at me. He's like, "You like this song?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, it's a good song." It's like, but you like metal. It's like, shut up! Don't tell me what I can like or not like.
Don't judge me.
I didn't tell my dad to shut up, but just don't judge me. So that's why I picked it. It's like, and I was like on YouTube on one of those weird music holes, and it popped up. There's a live version that they did.
Yeah. Oh, stunning.
A couple years ago, and they're so good. They're so good live. I've never seen them live, but like any of the videos that I've seen live are fantastic. So that's why I picked "Hasn't Hit Me Yet" by Blue Rodeo.
Yeah. It's a great song, and I was listening to that. I was watching that specific live cut of "Hasn't Hit Me Yet,"
like the one that I sent you the other night, right?
Yeah, and a little tear started to form. Like, it was beautiful, and something that we discussed earlier on the show is I had the entire Blue Rodeo album. Oh fuck, I can't even remember the title of it now. I had an entire Blue Rodeo album stuck in my head as I was walking across Abbotsford to go lose my V card and then walk my ass back home, right?
Yeah,
so Blue Rodeo,
Yeah.
exactly. So now Blue Rodeo touches a spot in my heart.
No,
as well.
they're a great Canadian band, and I don't know if you've noticed, like all of the songs that I've been putting on the list lately are leaning more and more to Canadian stuff because that's more and more what I'm listening to. Because I'd rather listen to stories about us than. Not saying that I don't like the stories about it, because my other band is definitely not about Canada, but...
No, that's fair.
Okay, so what's your first one this week?
Well, I'm gonna follow up a Canadian with a Canadian, and I'm gonna pick Tragically Hip, Locked in the Trunk of a Car.
Oh shit, dude, that's so good.
Yeah, it's a lesser known but just as popular song by the Tragically Hip.
Yeah, and it's super fun. It's like the screaming at the end, like the "Let Me Out." Oh, it's so good. So fun story. So mine and Lee's band is playing a show in our drummer's garage at the end of August, or like August 20th.
Yeah.
So come out if you're interested. We're playing in Warman. So my band is we're gonna do 2 sets. We're gonna do 2 sets of 10 songs, and then our drummer's other band is gonna do the opening set of 10 songs.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So my drummer's he plays in so many fucking bands because that's a drummer's thing, right?
Right.
But the other day I got a text from Ken, our drummer. He's like, "So our bassist can't make it that day. Can you fill in for us?" This is their first show ever.
Oh no!
This band, he's like, I even said to Ken, it's like, "Have you ever guys played a show?" It's like, "No." It's like you're asking for a fill in on your first show ever. I'm like, okay, fair enough, and whatever, yeah. But it's not that hip song, but it's another hip song that we're playing. But
which is that?
It's not the song that I'm adding, but I have to.
No.
When the Weight Comes Down.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's a good
that's
tune.
Another lesson. That's a B-side song, but it's still a fun one.
Still great.
Yeah.
Great tune.
Yeah.
My second song that I'm adding is fucking Master of Puppets.
What a life this song has had lately. Holy shit.
Like, it was back up on the Billboard top, in like the top 50, like top 20 or something.
Yeah. It was being played on adult contemporary music or radio stations across the nation. Like, holy fuck.
Like, Sirius XM's Octane picked it up again. This song is just about as fucking old as I am. It's 35 years old. Like, it came out in 1986.
Yep.
But like, I know you haven't watched it because I'm
getting to it.
Because you need to watch this. But Stranger Things season 4, the best fucking TV I've seen in years.
Yeah.
And that brings me up on a topic for next week because of what I've been watching for other TV, and I'm going to write it down.
Sure.
But no, Master of Puppets, not even the best song on that album. But you know what? I was at a fucking record shop the other day.
Oh, he's reaching for his collection now.
Yeah. And I'm surprised I didn't have it, but I fucking bought it the other day.
Whoa, is it an original print?
No.
Oh.
No, the original prints are like fucking $500 now.
Worth it though.
Master of Puppets isn't the best song on this album.
God no.
Not even close.
It's a banger, but at the same time, like, yeah.
Orion is probably the best song on this album. Because it's Cliff Burton. It's his like
opus.
It's his eulogy, really.
Yeah.
Well, no, I guess To Live Is to Die is his eulogy. But Sanitarium, like, fuck no. Anyway.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
But Master of Puppets.
I did watch the clip that was posted after it came out. Stranger Things and what's his name?
Eddie Munson
up there, and credit to the actor. He learned how to fucking play it. He wasn't faking.
Yep.
He learned how to play it. He got tips from Metallica.
So he didn't play the solo.
No.
Another guitar player did, and there was some backing tracks by Metallica's bassist's son.
Okay.
Recorded some of the backing tracks.
Still.
So
I mean, credit where credit's due.
It's pretty fucking impressive.
The effort was there.
So, yeah, my challenge to you now that we're in the back half of the year, you got 5 months. before January 1st, I'm challenging you to watch all 4 seasons.
Oh, yeah, no. Things. Yeah, I can do that.
Because it's not scary.
No.
I know we talked about your horror stuff, but we haven't talked about it lately. We'll talk about that next episode. But.
Yeah, I know. We'll do a catch-up next time. I'm currently on Season 1, Episode 5, so I'm getting through it. And
are you liking it, though?
Oh, I'm loving it. Are you kidding me? I don't want to stop.
Yeah. Yeah, wait till you get to Season 4.
Right on.
It's so fucking good. What was your last song, though?
Misha and the Spanks with Dig Me Out. And this song came out of nowhere. A couple of weeks ago, I was driving home from the bus shop, and I just started rifling through the radio stations here in town. And but the first radio station I worked for in Prince George is an oldie station. And it's kind of funny when I bring that up because like because I was applying at one point in time for a position at a country station.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah, and a few people were like, I can't see you working for a country station. It's like, I spent 7 years on an oldie station. Fuck off. Like, it's all about learning.
A job's a job. Anyway, hey, man, $20 is $20.
Exactly. So anyway, I tune into the oldie station, and later in the hours, they have some specialty shows. And I heard this song, Dig Me Out, by Misha and the Spanks. And Grandma came onto the fucking microphone after the song and said, Misha and the Spanks, they have such incredible energy, and I just love how she just belts out that tune, and you're listening to blah, blah, blah. This, like, bitty 75-year-old, 80-year-old woman just talking about this song. Like, wow. Okay, cool. I'm kind of digging this. This elderly woman is out there promoting rockabilly and punk and all this stuff. So, yeah, Misha and the Spanks, Dig Me Out. I heard on an oldie station.
That's messed up. I just found it here, so interesting.
Yeah.
All right, okay. I got to pee real bad, so.
Go pee.
This has been episode 39 of Lost Signals. My name is Darrell.
I'm JD.
We will see you guys out there.
Go to our website.
Yes, lostsignals.ca or something.